apartments and houses. And so let's start with Elise. Can you read the title and the next couple of lines?
Okay. Apartment and houses, infinitive and gerund. In today's lesson, we will talk about renting a house or an apartment. House and apartment vocabulary, rent prices.
Good. That sounded nice. The only small thing, infinitive.
Infinitive.
Yeah, infinitive and gerund.
Sorry.
Sorry, gerund. Gerund.
Gerund.
Perfect. That was awesome. Really nicely done. Okay. And let's go on to the next page. And Elise, can you ask Wilson the first question?
Hi, Wilson. How many times have you looked for an apartment or a house?
I think there are 3 or 4 times.
Okay, so you've looked for a place 3 or 4 times. Nice. Okay. And Wilson, can you ask Elise the next question?
Sure. Hi, Lisa. What's the hardest thing about finding an apartment?
In my opinion, the most difficult thing about finding an apartment is that whether I can get the best apartment with the lowest price. On top of that, the location must be very accessible too.
Okay. The location must be really accessible too. Nice. Perfect. And so welcome to class, Claudio. Claudio, how are you doing? Claudio, can you hear me? It looks like your microphone is muted. Okay. Nice. And so that's perfect. Really good answer, Elise. Really good grammar. Elise, can you ask Wilson the last thing?
Wilson, could you describe your apartment?
Sure. My apartment it have a living room, and it has a kitchen, 2 bedroom, and 3 rooms. And what else? It has a balcony. How to say that? The place where the the place when you can put your matching machine.
The laundry room.
Yeah.
Okay. And a laundry room. So just the plural S on 2 bedrooms and 3 rooms. Okay. What does the balcony overlook? What's the balcony overlook?
Rock. Okay, you mean the position, or what do you mean with?
What's it overlook? What's it look at?
Okay, this is located in front of the living room.
Okay. So what's outside of the balcony? What's outside?
Okay, outside I can see there are outside uh, uh, a park. There is a park,
Awesome.
and I can see the children playing, or people walking around.
Nice. Okay. That sounds really nice. That sounds like a great balcony to have. Okay, and Elise, what about you? Can you describe your apartment?
Okay. I live in a three-bedroom apartment. So there are two bigger rooms. One is a master room with an attached toilet, and another room is a big common room. So the smallest room is our study room. Okay, then we also have a big living hall and an open kitchen. There is a small area, which attached to the kitchen is our laundry room. And beside the laundry room, there is a small storeroom. We don't have balcony here, but from our living hall, we can see the swimming pool and a gym and a lot of greenery there.
Okay, nice. So from your living room, you can see a swimming pool and a gym?
Yeah.
Okay, can you repeat living room one more time?
Living room.
Yeah, so from our living room we can see it. Okay, good. That's awesome. That sounds like a cool house or apartment. Sounds really beautiful. Okay, and do either of you have any questions on this page? Any questions here?
No.
No.
Okay, perfect. And so let's go on to the next page. And Elise, can you read the title?
A vocabulary. Read the words and define them.
Perfect. Really nicely done. And Wilson, can you read the first 4 words?
Okay. Advertisement, contract, signed, deposit.
Good. Can you repeat advertisement?
Advertisement.
Close. Advertisement.
Advertisement.
Yeah, advertisement. Advertisement. So really,
Advertisement.
yeah,
Advertisement.
advertisement.
Okay.
Good. Nice job. Just emphasize the first syllable. That sounded good. And Elise, what about the next 3 words?
Okay. Rental, landlord, repairs.
Nice. Good job. Renter, landlord, repairs. Okay, and do you guys have any questions about any of these words? Any questions?
Yes,
No.
I have a question. What is the meaning of repairs? Repairs is something that have to be fixed.
Yeah, so repairs are things that have to be fixed. So when you make a
Okay.
repair, you fix things. Or to repair, fix something. On a repair is something that needs to be fixed. Yeah. Okay, and Claudio, welcome back. Claudio, how are you doing?
Hey Joshua, how's it going?
Doing well, thanks for asking, Claudio. Pardon?
No, hey.
Hi,
Can you hear?
so I can kind of hear you. It sounds like you're breaking up a little. I'm not sure if your internet connection is very good. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm using my phone. So
Okay. Yeah, and so if there's a way that you can get closer to a Wi-Fi, that might work a little bit better. But it's really choppy right now.
okay, I'm gonna change.
Okay. Okay. And does anybody else have any other questions about any of these words? Okay. And so can you each choose one word and write a sentence in the chat?
Sorry, Joshua. Before, now I just realized this is rental. Actually, I say more like rental, rentle.
Okay, rental. So, like that?
Yeah. So, what's the difference between these 2 words?
So a rental is like something.
Yeah, rental I know is we have to pay the something.
Yeah, and a renter is a person who rents Awesome.
Oh, okay. Opposite of the landlord.
Yeah,
I
the opposite.
rent a house from the landlord.
Uh-huh. And the landlord has a bunch of renters. Yeah.
Yeah, then they have to pay rental.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Good. Any other questions here? Okay.
No.
So can you each choose one word, and can you write a sentence with that word in the chat box?
Okay.
And remember, the sentence doesn't have to be perfect. There's one. Okay, awesome. And Wilson, are you on your sentence as well? Are you almost done? Okay. So while we're waiting for Wilson, Elise, can you read your sentence?
After I saw the advertisement on the internet, I contacted the landlord.
Yeah, and I think that's a perfect sentence. It's really good. Contact. Can you repeat contacted?
Contacted.
Yeah, contacted. Perfect.
Mm.
Pardon? Okay, but that sounded good. Wilson, are you there? Are you still here, Wilson? Okay, maybe not. Let's go on. Okay, to the next page. The next page.
Okay.
Okay, Elise, that's a great sentence as well. Let's take a look at that, though.
I'm sorry, I was mute.
Okay. Perfect. So, Wilson, are you almost done with your sentence?
Yes, I have two sentences. May I read?
Oh, okay. Have you written them down in the chat box?
The first one. Okay, the first one is I have to call my landlord in order to pay the rent. And the second one is I have to sign off the contract.
To pay the rent. And I have to sign off my contract?
To sign off the contract.
Okay. We're missing a preposition here. What preposition would we be missing? Okay. So maybe we'd use the preposition on. So I have to sign off on my contract. Might sound a little bit better. But that was good. And Elise, what about this sentence? What's missing? It's an article.
The next day, we signed the contract and paid for the deposit.
Okay. You could use the preposition too. So paid for the deposit. That would work. You don't need it, but it is good. Pay for the deposit or paid the deposit. Okay, awesome. Kako, welcome to class. Kako, how are you doing?
Hi, teacher. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, and nice to see you again, Kako. And so hopefully nobody. Oh, sorry.
Nice to see you too, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Okay, but yeah, let's get going on the next page. And Kako, can you read the title?
Gerunds and infinitives. Filling the blank with a gerund or an infinitive.
Nice. Elise, can you try number 1?
Don't forget to give the keys to the client.
Nice, good job. And let's have Wilson, can you try number 2?
Okay, let me number 2.
Oh, sorry, looks like Wilson, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. My computer cut off, the connection cut off, but I was able to connect again.
Okay.
And okay, the second one is I hate to move into a new apartment. Uh,
Okay.
Packing and unpacking is just a pain.
Yeah, it's such a pain. This is really close. We'd actually use the gerund instead of the infinitive. So I hate what?
I hate moving.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
hate
I hate
moving.
moving. Does that make sense?
That
Excuse me? Okay. You have a question?
No, I'm paying attention to.
Okay. Yeah, and so Kako, what about the next one?
I imagine buying that house every day. It's so
Nice.
beautiful.
Nice job. Really good work. Elise, what about the next one?
I need to clean the house by Tuesday.
Okay, that would work. I need to clean the house by Tuesday. What's another one that could work?
To sell or to
Yeah, I need to sell the house by Tuesday. So maybe if you're a real estate agent, and you have a deadline or something, I don't know. Okay, and Wilson, can you try the last one?
the house still needs cleaning.
Nice, good job. The house still needs cleaning. Really good work. Does anybody have any questions on this page?
The last
No.
one could be in the passive form, teacher. The
Yes,
house still needs to be cleaned.
exactly. It could definitely be the passive form.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
No.
Okay. Okay, good. And so let's go on to the next page. Let's skip that for now. And Kako, can you read this first quotation?
Home wasn't a set house or a single town on a map. It was wherever the people who loved you were, whenever you were together. Not a place, but a moment, and then another, building on each other like bricks to create a solid shelter that you take with you for your entire life, wherever you may go.
Nice. Good reading. Okay, and let's have Elise. Can you read the next quotation?
Never make your home in a place. Make a home for yourself inside your own head. You will find what you need to finish it. Memory, friends you can trust, love of learning, and other such things. That way it will go with you wherever your journey.
Nice. Good job. Okay, and Wilson, what do you think about these quotations? What do you think they mean?
Yeah, I think that the quotations try to say that the home to convert a home in a comfortable place to live, to rest, with peace. Try to something like that. Something like that.
Okay. So trying to say convert a house into like a comfortable place to live. Yeah, maybe. That's part of it, I think. David, welcome to class. David, how are you doing?
Hello, Joshua. I'm doing well, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Okay, and yeah, David, what do you think about this? What do you think about this?
About what, Joshua?
Oh, sorry, yeah, you haven't heard the quote. Okay, let's go, Kako. Can you explain what you think these quotations mean?
The first one tells that home is not only a house, but where you live with people you love, where you can have good moments, good memories, um, and it's something that will people your memories, your mind and heart. You can um, consider your home, not only your house, not only the bricks and construction material that it is made, but the psychological space that
Okay.
it involves. The second, teacher, if you allowed me, the second tell us to have not to 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 make our house, our home in a place, in a physical place, but in our mind, in our head, in our memories, our mental mental structure.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Yeah, no, I think that was good. The second one tells us. Maybe just that third person S and tells. I think that was good though. So yeah, I think it's about finding a home in something other than a place. I think it was maybe what both of them try to talk about. Um, and Elise, do you think you agree or do you disagree?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Cocker. Yes. These two quotations tell us the difference between home and a place, or and house. House is more physically located somewhere. That means when you have a house, that does not mean you have a home. However, home is something more on the spiritual side. You must have friends, love, true feelings. Okay,
Nice.
so yeah.
Awesome. I
So
think that's
yeah, house can be a physical place somewhere, but home can, can located everywhere. Once you have love or have friends, then it's really in your mind.
Yeah. And so, David, where or who or what is your home? What makes up your home?
Oh, what do
Sorry,
you
are you
mean?
asking me?
I was asking David if he
Uh,
knows, but maybe you can answer the next one.
But Joshua, what is the meaning of makes up?
So what creates? What does your home consist of? What makes?
Oh, okay. Okay. Where is in Colombia?
Yeah.
Who? My home is my family, not the place. I think, like the quotation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And Elise, what about you? What do you think?
well, there are two parts or a few parts of, a few components which make up my home. Firstly, there must be a house because we need somewhere to sleep, to rest. So house. Of course, that does not mean that house is the most important. I'm just trying to list out all the things. Secondly is my family members. Then inside the family members, we must have love, trust, and support, and happiness, health.
Nice. Okay, good. I think that's great. So all those things kind of go into making up your home. Perfect. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, let's go to the next page then. And Wilson, can you read the title and the idiom? And remember, your microphone is muted, Wilson.
Okay, idiom. What does this idiom mean? To be in trouble. Example, I forgot to take out the trash again this week, and Caroline is so mad. I am definitely in the doghouse.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that the man is trying to say that he has a problem because yes, he's trying to he has a problem or he's in troubles.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Yeah, so when maybe somebody's mad at you, that's when you're in the doghouse. Okay, Wilson, can you ask Kako the question right here?
Kako, have you ever been in the doghouse? And explain, please.
Yes, I have read been in a doghouse when the policeman signed to me to stop driving, and I saw that the documents of the car was out of validity, were out of validity,
Maybe we're invalid
invalid,
or expired.
expired.
Yeah. Okay. So this is good. And so maybe you were in the doghouse for the policeman. Usually when you're in the doghouse, it's somebody who's mad at you specifically. So you could say my mom put me in the doghouse when I got an F on my homework assignment. Or I was in the doghouse because I forgot my wife's birthday again. So usually when somebody's mad at you for something that you did or did not do. Does that make sense, Kako?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Can you think of another time when you were in the doghouse?
When I was a child, I was once in the doghouse because my teacher called my mom to to tell her that um, um, I was how can I say? I was needy. I was needing to study more. I was
Okay.
needing to study more.
I needed.
And I needed to study more.
Good. I think that's great. Really nice answer, Kako. And Krishan, welcome to class. Krishan, how are you doing?
Hello, teacher. I'm doing good. Thanks. Thank you.
Nice. That's good to hear. Okay. And David, what about you? Have you ever been in the doghouse?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay. For example, I I think a week ago I was in the doghouse because uh, I didn't remember that I have an appointment with my girlfriend. I
Maybe a date.
a date, sorry, a date. I forget I lose the notion of the time. So actually, she called me, and I was in my house, and I have to to say to ask to say apologize to her, and I was in the doghouse for some days with her.
Nice. The doghouse. Maybe for a few days. For a few
Yeah.
days. Really good sentences, though. That was awesome. Your grammar's really good. Can you repeat those sentences one more time?
Okay. I think a week ago I was in the doghouse because I actually didn't remember that I had a day with my girlfriend. I lost track of time. She called me and I was at home and I had to apologize. I was in the house for a few days.
Nice. Really good job. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Any
Yeah,
questions?
yeah, Joshua. When I said I lost the notion of time is wrong, right? Say don't
Yeah. It sounds really it doesn't sound good. I lost track of time is a very, very common expression. Um,
track time. Yeah, it's
yeah.
because I said in Spanish. Okay.
Yeah, I lost the notion of the time.
Uh-huh.
It would just sound odd. Um, it's not incorrect. It's grammatically okay. It just doesn't sound right.
Okay. It's better track time. Right.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Any other questions here?
No. Mhm.
Okay, good. And so let's go on to the next page. And David, can you ask Elise the first question?
Okay. Alice, in your opinion, what is the best way to combine someone to lower the price of a house or an apartment?
Mm, well, in my opinion, there are many ways to convince someone to give you a lower price of a house apartment. I did try it once and it worked well. I showed my sincerity to rent the house, and I promised that I would live there for at least 2 years. So in the end, they lowered the price, and we signed the contract.
Okay, so they lowered the price and you signed a contract. Nice, really good grammar. Perfect. That sounds like it worked out really well. And did you end up staying there for 2 years, Elise?
Yes, because all this is under all this condition actually was under contract. So if I moved out earlier, I had to pay some fine.
Okay, nice. Okay, perfect. And yeah, that's a good way. Elise, can you ask Krishan the same question?
Hi, Krisha. In your opinion, what is the best way to convince someone to lower the price of the house or apartment?
Yeah, hello. There may be many ways, but I think if uh, I will be in the same situation, I will say I, I'm alone. I will not live with my family, so please drop the price, lower the price.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Cool. Good. That's a good answer. So there are many ways, but I think if I was in the same situation, I'd say I was alone. I won't be with my family, so please drop the price. Okay. Cool. That's a good one. Can anybody else think of any other ways to drop or lower the price? Can anybody think of any other ways? Okay. And so Krishan, can you ask Wilson the next question?
Wilson, what is the most important thing to consider when choosing a house or apartment, and why?
Okay, in my opinion, I think the most important thing to consider is that the place is well located. I mean, in a central part, just to go for working, and also is the place is close to it has a good transportation, and it also is important to have into consideration that the place, the apartment or the house have a good facilities. I mean, in good presentation.
Okay.
Okay,
So
go
just
ahead.
nice. I think that's good. Um, really nice answer. So one thing to go to work, instead of forgoing or for what did you say? Forgoing to work, um, in a central place and able to go to work. Yeah, having a good transportation system around. The facilities are all important too. Good. Really nice job. Okay, and Wilson, can you ask Kako the same question?
Kako, what is the most important thing to consider when choosing a house or apartment? Why?
The most important thing, on my viewpoint, from my viewpoint, is that it 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 is it to be fit to your profile. For example, if you are single and want to continue living alone, you you should choose a small house. But if you have a family, depending on the number of members of your family, it would be appropriate you choose a house or apartment in according to the number of people to live in it. I agree that good location is another important factor. A well-built house, and fit to my financial conditions.
Yeah, so as long as it suits your financial conditions or fits with
Yeah.
your financial conditions. Nice. Okay. It would be appropriate to choose a house or an apartment according to the number of people living in it. Can you repeat that sentence?
It would be appropriate to choose a house or an apartment according to the number of people living in it.
Nice. Good job. And good pronunciation of appropriate that time. That was good.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. And good. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay. Okay, good. Let's go on to the next page then. And David, can you play student A? Can you read student A, David?
Yeah, sure. You just moved into a new house. You see the person who lives next to you standing outside. You want to introduce yourself.
Nice. And Elise, can you read student B?
You're outside getting the mail. You see someone walking towards you. You don't know them.
Good. And can you guys play those roles?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hi, are you new in the neighborhood?
Yes, sorry, actually I cannot hear you clearly.
Okay, I'm going to repeat. Are you new in the neighborhood?
No, I have been living here for several years.
Okay, it's great because actually I am new here, and I would like that you introduce me the neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Okay. For
Oh, sorry.
example, yeah, go ahead.
Sure, I just show you around. The neighbors here are very friendly, but sometimes it could be very noisy because you see these two neighbors, they have, they have dogs at home. The another neighbor, they have a very young baby, so the baby is often crying during night. So you have to prepare yourself since you are new here.
Oh, that is too bad. You mean that is a noisy neighborhood, and I prefer the places that are quiet. I don't like so much the noisy places. But and what about the safety? The neighborhood is safety.
Sorry, pardon, what about?
About the safety, is safe
Safety.
the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's very safe here. You see, we have 24-hour guard, on the main gate. At the main gate. So when strangers come into this area, actually they have to be checked by them. So it's quite safe here.
Okay. Okay. And what about transport? It's easy to get a bus.
Okay. The
Okay.
transport is not really very convenient here because you have to take bus to the train station, or then you can get to the town, the central town or other places wherever you want to go. But there are another, bus interchange, bus station somewhere. It takes about 10 minutes on foot, so it is still okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand very well. And yeah, thank you for the explanation.
You're welcome.
Okay, nice. That was really good, you guys. So a couple things, David, just make sure the neighborhood safety, and is the neighborhood safe?
Okay, it's
So
the
just
neighborhood safe.
yeah, instead of saying is the neighborhood safety, but that sounded really good. Okay, and let's have Wilson and Kako. Can you guys try that as well? So Wilson, can you play student A? And Kako, can you play student B? And Wilson, your microphone is muted. Okay, maybe looks like Wilson might not be here for now. So let's go on to the next page then. Oh, let's go on to this page. And so let's try some work with the infinitives and gerunds. I'll put this in the chat box. And so let's go to this page right here. Kako, can you click on that link? And Kako, can you hear me? Or David, what about you?
I can hear you, teacher.
Ah, okay, perfect. And did you arrive to the page, Kako?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Can you try the first sentence?
Everybody arranged meeting at the train station 30 minutes before the train departed. Arranged meeting.
Close. It's actually the other one. So it would be the
Arranged to meet.
yeah. They arranged to meet at the train station 30 minutes before the train departed. Good. Yeah, so when you arrange something, it's 2. What about the next one? Let's have David. Can you try the next one?
Yeah, Joshua, and what number?
Number 2.
Number 2, right. Simon resists. Simon resists speaking Italian during her English training program in London. She wants to take advantage of the opportunity to improve her English.
Good. Simona resisted speaking.
Speaking, right.
Yeah. But okay, good. Good pronunciation. Can you repeat Simona? Simona.
Simona.
Nice. Okay, and Elise, what about the next one? And Elise, your microphone is muted. Oh, Krishan. Krishan, what about you? Can you try the next one?
Okay, teacher. Do you care? Do you care joining us later for dinner? We are meeting at Tony's Italian restaurant downtown.
Yeah. Do you care? Close. It's actually the other one. So we would use the infinitive. Can you read it with the infinitive?
Okay. Do you care to join us later for dinner? We are meeting at Tony's Italian restaurant downtown.
Good. Nice. Good pronunciation, too. Unfortunately, we're just out of time. So does anybody have any last questions before we finish up?
No, Joshua.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, really nice.